Stop right there. I know what you've been thinking. Just when you thought TV couldn't get any worse, especially in the recent years, with disgusting reality shows coming out like My 600-Pound Life, where I have to watch hippopotamuses eat themselves to death, or 16 and Pregnant Teen Mom, whatever you call that disgusting show, and then people wonder why there's so many perverts out there. Now we got a new show that just came out called Byleen Out Loud. Hey, how are you? Author Gennaro Lombardi here at your service again, coming out to do another episode of Hot Topics where I talk about what's trending on the news and social media. And this young lady right here, Byleen Dupree, has been trending for quite a while. I've been seeing her for a few years, and she's developed such a following that, of course, they threw a camera and a reality show in her way, and she signed a contract, and now she has her own show, Byleen Out Loud. And the reason why this young lady has attracted so much attention is because she suffers from a rare medical condition called Tourette's, and she has a very extreme case of it. One of the main symptoms of Tourette's is something they get called the tics. They get physical and verbal versions of it. With a physical tic, usually their muscle spasm or twitch out. They'll end up moving their face, their legs, their hands, and they do it in an involuntary way because they don't want to do this. And sometimes it can actually be negative too, where they'll slap themselves or somebody else, or they'll take something and throw it across the room. Now here's the scariest part of this whole thing to me. When a person with Tourette's gets the verbal tic and she starts talking unwillingly because they kind of just blurt it out, and you can watch her do this to Dr. Phil on the Dr. Phil show, and she puts people down and talks worse than a drunken sailor or any truck driver I've ever met in my whole life. And when she gets the verbal twitch and goes on this negative verbal tangent, it happens almost immediately. And I watch her do this on the Dr. Phil show, where she just goes, "Hey, you're a bald loser," and goes and comes right back and basically apologizes because she knows she did it. But the problem is this, is that she says it in a different tone of voice or almost an accent, like as she's taking on a whole different personality or persona. So when it comes to the personality of the twitches that I've seen come out of this woman, the only way I could say is that they don't belong to her, and it's more like a 75-year-old drunken truck driver or a sex offender that's going to spend the rest of his life in jail, because there's no way that this woman should be acting like this. And after watching an episode of her show, a lot of her interviews, and some of what the doctors have said about her over the years, here's my honest opinion of the whole situation. And my honest assessment of the situation is this: the doctors are lying to her, and this woman is possessed by multiple evil spirits. Don't believe me? Maybe I should remind you of the story where Jesus confronts the possessed man hiding behind the tomb in the cemetery, and he walks up to him and says, "Come out of thee, thou unclean spirit," Mark 5:8. And out of that man didn't come one evil spirit, but a legion of them. Many, many different evil spirits. And that's almost what I see what's happening with this poor young lady. Where, like I said, I see her talking in different tones of voices, different accents, and doing different types of movements. And there's not just one personality in there, there's many of them. So I feel sorry for Byleen, because she genuinely seems like a kind person, definitely funny and courageous, because she's putting herself out there and trying to help the world and make them aware of this disease. But in my honest opinion, she needs to spend a lot less time with those doctors and on the internet, and spend more time in church with God. Jesus Christ heals all wounds, and I know that for a fact because he did it for me. That's all I got. Author Gennaro Lombardi here at History and the Writing 444, tuning out. See you guys soon. Peace.